Hey guys, welcome to Car Nitty. My name is Mizan. Today we're back to doing reviews again, and I'm very delighted to have this beautiful S3 on the channel. You might be thinking, why on earth have I got an S3 on the channel after I had a Golf R the other day? Well, there's two reasons. Number one, it's a saloon. I don't need to tell you why a saloon is better than a hatch. It just is, right? I mean, there's no reason. Everyone knows that a saloon is better than a hatch, or a coupe is better than a hatch. I don't make the rules, so don't argue with me. But the main reason why I've got this car is because this has been stage 1 tuned, all right? We've got a dyno for this car, so we know exactly what it's pushing. So this is going to be interesting. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button for us. We've recently hit over 1,500 views on the M135i video. I really want to thank everyone that's watched that video and supported the channel. But our subscriber count isn't really growing that much. I mean, we're not even at 10% of what the views we had on that video. So if you could please hit that button for us and show your support. Let's crack on with the review now. So as you guys know, a 135 you can pick up from around £12,000. The S3 you can pick it up from 18 grand for a facelift, all right? So we're only talking about saloons here. I'm not talking about the normal hatchback, but 18 grand for one of these in the pre-facelift. The owner of this car highly recommends getting a facelift. He says that for two reasons. One, the looks. The looks of the car are a little more aggressive. I think the lights and the interior have been updated slightly, but the main difference is because of that extra gear you get with the DSG. In stock form, the S3 is pushing at literally the same amount of power as the Golf R we had on the channel. That's around 306 brake horsepower and 380 Nm of torque. This car has been mapped to stage 1, so now it's pushing out around 378 brake horsepower and 552 Nm of torque. That's been dynoed, so we know that that is what this car is pushing out, all right? Now, in regards to looks, the S3 is just a premium version of the Golf R. That's literally all it is. You're paying for the badge. You're paying for the prestige of the Audi badge on this car. Now, in the other video, I said I would pick Golf R over an S3 any day of the week. But I'll be honest, when I said that, I was thinking about the S3 hatchback. The S3 Saloon is a whole nother level. I personally love an Audi S5 Sportback, and this car looks so much like that. It's such a baby version of that. The best thing about the Audi S3 in saloon form is that you don't lose much interior space. The only space you lose is the boot area, because it slopes as like a normal saloon. In a hatchback, you get the square shape at the back, which means you can obviously load more stuff, but interior wise, the space is exactly the same. So there's no cost of you moving away from the hatchback. When you get a CLA or 2 Series, you're losing a lot. You're losing interior space as well as the boot. In this car, you only lose the boot. I think that's a price worth paying. So let's talk about mods. This is not your average usual Audi S3. It's not even a black edition, but the owner has made it one. You really have to appreciate this car in the flesh. Pictures just don't do this car justice. I mean, even these wheels, they come in chrome, all right? This is an optional extra wheel choice, and he's gone satin black on them, and he just sets the whole car apart. I mean, the badges are black, the grill's black, the mirrors are black. There's nothing chrome on the car, all right? It looks so good. Even the number plates are tinted, for God's sake. This car looks like something that's come. If you watch this car before you go sleep, you probably have a nightmare. That's how black it is, all right? It's like the angel of death creeping up on you. Now, the only thing that is coloured is the fact that he's got these red calipers. He didn't tint his headlights, and that's about it. Everything else is black. And yeah, I really love this car. I have to be honest, it looks so good. I wish I had a black car just so I could do this to my car, you know? And in regards to other modifications, it's got H&R lowering springs and it's got spacers. Let's hop in the M135i first. You're going to meet Chest. We'll get his thoughts on the 135, jump in the S3 and we'll go from there. Jump to the 135. This is Chest. Meet Chest.
How you doing, man? You right?
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming down again.
Nah, man, no worries, man. It's cool.
So, Chest doesn't want to be on camera, but I think this way we both win. So, you're actually a BMW guy, aren't you?
BMWs, what? 3 BMWs. Now, my first Audi this time over.
How long you had the S3?
I've had the S3 now. It's coming up to 2 years. Coming up to 2 years, which is quite a long time for me.
It is a long time to own a performance car as well.
Performance car, man. So things start creeping up, man. Brakes.
Yeah.
Things like that.
A lot of wear and tear.
A lot of tyres.
Yeah.
Tyres is the main.
Because you keep launching the thing, that's why. So you burn through the rubber.
Listen, man, if you're gonna, yeah, but you know you're gonna pay for it, man. You have to
enjoy the car, man.
You have to enjoy the car,
100%.
Man. You can't keep it in eco mode and
100%. It's not what they're for. Did you think about a 135 or 140i or 235, 240 or even an M2?
I did. Because like I said, I'm BMW. There wasn't that category in BMW at that time, you know? There wasn't a four-wheel drive.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So four-wheel drive was your biggest factor into moving into your next
Yeah.
car. Would you?
Nice, man.
You like it? You like it already,
Nice,
yeah?
man. Yeah,
We're just a few minutes in. We're doing comfort, by the way. You know what? The mask isn't cutting it for me, man. I want to see you smile. I can't see you smile.
You can see the smile. I've got glasses on as well, man.
Basically, when his
Smile,
glasses steam up, he's smiling, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Go for it. This is all in comfort mode as well, by the way. I'm prepping you for sport because you see the difference.
Sport or Sports Plus?
So this is the thing. You are a BMW driver,
Yeah,
so I do trust you with Sports Plus.
I
But it is.
wouldn't trust me. No,
Yeah,
I've been around the S3.
Look, you're not. Yeah, exactly. You're used to the four-wheel drive. Another thing as well is this car hasn't got an LSD, and obviously I'm sure you're familiar if you come from BMW as well. An LSD doesn't know what it is. So if you're slipping, you're going in a ditch.
That's the thing with these. They're well, I don't know, but when I look for them, there's a lot of cats. There's a lot of there's a lot of cats
Yeah,
with these.
yeah. The price of this car is so cheap, right? You can pick up 12, 13 grand, whatever of these, right? You can invest 2 grand into a limited slip differential and make it like a proper M car almost. Not obviously proper M car, but you can get as close as you can, you know? That's the things that BMW didn't put into this car to make the list price less. That's why it's so cheap. That's why it's depreciated, because there's things that BMW didn't do to make it affordable.
But it's a great car though, man. Like 3 litre.
Yeah, in a little hatchback.
Look at this. Country roads is a bit damp, but
Yeah, it's a bit damp, but you can have all the fun.
I thought I wasn't going to be confident in it. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah?
I thought,
How's the suspension?
everything. Yeah. No, I like it, man. It's firm.
You mean you've got your S3 on lowering springs and stuff, so I want you to say this is like a Bolt. I want you to say this is a Rolls Royce.
Listen, I haven't felt a pothole yet, so
You better not go through one, mate. Honest truth is, I don't need that in my life. Has the steering as well in comfort?
yeah, it's heavier than this.
It's heavier.
This is heavier than. This is like my sports mode.
What? Comfort mode is your sports mode.
This one, yeah.
That don't sit right with me. So
Definitely like that.
we're now putting the car into sports mode. Put the gearbox into sport, and now let's go for it. The gas pedal always catches people out.
But my smile right now, the mask.
You can't see the smile.
You can see my eyes, man. My eyes are smiling.
Basically, when you smile, your cheeks lift up, innit? You pull your mask down a bit so we can see your cheeks then. Yeah, there we go. Look, there we go. Look. Now we can see your smiles. Look at that face.
You don't want to tune it?
I'm thinking about it.
Not that it needs it.
Yeah, see, look, and you're coming from 370 brake horsepower, and you're saying this car you don't feel like it needs it.
Nah.
You serious?
It's a complete different power. It's like my one. It's more. It hits you. Your one feels. It's more powerful. You know, like it's effortless. It's more of a driver's car than mine, man.
See,
It's more of a driver's, like naturally.
Yeah.
So obviously, this hasn't even got a tune.
just floor it. Don't short shift. Hit the red line.
No. I'm not using red light.
I've driven a 140 on the channel, and you know that 140i owner, just like I do. We know Apex Prestige.
I haven't driven that one yet.
You haven't driven it?
I don't know why.
But I think you should give him a shout and drive
We
it.
need to swap.
I think if you drive a 140i, you're going to be selling this S3.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. Because if you like this car, the 140i takes what my car does and does it better. I'm so happy with what I have. You know?
The price, the value. I think I need.
But one thing I've noticed about you S3 and Golf R drivers, but you guys drive this car, you fall in love with it, but you guys still say you pick your cars. But I think it's the Stockholm syndrome, yeah? You guys are you're in an abusive relationship with your 4-wheel drive that's trying to control you, and you don't want to leave it, yeah?
I don't know. I'm having fun though, man.
You're having fun.
But if it was pissing down with rain,
Yeah, I can't lie about that. I can't drive like this very often. We're now gonna jump in your car and we'll see what an S3 is like. So one thing to note straight off the bat is these seats are beautiful, but they don't give you as much support.
nah. It's the first person who's driven my car that's not like day one friends. But nah, you're cool, man. You know what you're doing.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, exactly. I come from a 135, man. if I was a bad driver, I'd be dead by now. Literally, the car is very quiet. You've done a res delete, haven't you?
Yeah, it's got a res delete. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. When it's in just drive and not sport, it's quiet.
But that's how you want it to be though,
yeah,
because
yeah.
Shubs' Golf R, which we done a video on, his car has got a resonator and backbox clear, and his car is drony even in comfort mode. The car will give you a headache after a while, you know. Like this car, look, I can live with it. It's a normal A3 for me.
Yeah.
That's the thing about these sub RS and sub M cars, right? They need to be the normal car as well as the performance car. They need to do both for you, you know.
Yeah, you can't drive around like a maniac.
Yeah.
24/7. It's got to be able to do the comfort.
Exactly.
Sit in traffic. Yeah.
And the other thing I should have mentioned, guys, is you have to get the facelift, because then you get the virtual cockpit.
Yeah.
The virtual cockpit makes this car. It makes the car. Without the virtual cockpit, what's the point? You get the same Audi gauges you did in like a 10-year-old A3, you know?
Yeah, that was like one of the deal breakers. The flat bottom wheel, the virtual cockpit, Digidash.
100%.
Obviously couldn't get the roof. Audi, for some reason, please sort it out. Put more roofs in your cars, or make them cheaper or something.
Yeah, whatever reason, people don't spec it. 100%.
They don't spec it.
And the other thing as well is you just don't get memory seats with these.
No.
You never see. You see on the normal seats sometimes, but not on these. Okay, this is faster than Shubsy's Golf R. I can feel that straight away. That's the map working its magic. There was hardly a lag. That was more a lag because I was in the wrong gear. I was in a higher gear, not because of the engine. So straight off the bat, your brakes are so much more sharper. And it's so quiet in comfort mode. Like I could live with this.
To be honest, I don't know how about other S3 drivers. I don't have it in comfort a lot. I need to for my pockets and my but once you'll see once you put it in sport,
it's a different animal. My car in comfort and sport, there's not much of a personality change, is there? It feels all it is the car's more responsive, isn't it? In this car, it changes the personality. Comfort wise, the 135 is more fun, isn't it? Which is kind of cool if you think about it, because you can be driving around doing, not doing anything, but you can have fun in comfort mode. Your car, I feel like that wasn't fun. That was just casual driving. So we're gonna put the car in sports mode, and we'll see what that's like, in a second.
That's what I do as well. You'll be alright. 10 traction, fully off. Nah, it's cool, man. Don't worry. 4-wheel drive, man. We're in DEFCON 4. Like this is as quick as it gets.
Yeah. So obviously, for the sake of the channel, you might convert an M135i owner. That's why he's done it. That's why you've done it. He's done it for himself. And look, the gas pedal is not more sensitive in sports. This is all gearbox, isn't it? Okay, I just got to throw it back in my seat. Okay, that is fast. That is fast, and the suspension is so firm. The road goes up and down. I'm going up and down with it. In my car, you're floating a bit, aren't you?
That's why sometimes I have it in like the individual. And I knock it down.
Have you got adaptive suspension in this?
So
massive option. That's the biggest option I regret not having in my car. This is beautiful.
Oh, enjoy yourself, man.
Yeah, I can't lie.
Put my seat back and you enjoy yourself.
Honest truth is, the drive of this is different. Like you just said, I appreciate the fact that you're a previous BMW man, because when I say that you can't compare it, you don't think I'm lying just to protect my car. No. I mean it, because it is it's a different sensation. I get why you love this car. You push this car to its limit. And with the 140i, 135, you wouldn't be able to do that basically. That's why, you know what? It makes sense. Do you even need the traction control in this? And
that's
you know what?
That's why it's fully off, because it gives me, if it's not fully
it
on,
interferes with you.
Interferes.
My car doesn't interfere, it helps you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Your car pulls way harder than my car. I can feel that torque. Have you just converted me?
No.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think people expect this power to come out of it.
No. And I'm now gonna launch it because this is a nice road.
Yeah, go on the brake.
That's the first launch control I've ever done in my life. Oh my god, that's so fun. No, they're
different cars. They're both good for different things, because this car can still make you smile. But
it can make you smile, 100%. The stage 1 tune changes the entire car. If you own a Golf R or an S3, do a stage 1. The other thing I was going to mention is you didn't just do a stage 1. You changed your intake, didn't you?
Yeah. So I got the APR cold air intake, just because like when you tune cars, they get hot.
Yeah.
And it was 2 litre. I come from a 3 litre. I wasn't sure, so I wanted to protect it a bit.
This is something else.
Oh yeah, take them corners a bit quicker, man. You'll feel it.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm in front-wheel drive. What am I doing?
Nah, even that's too slow, man.
Okay, he said it. He said it, right? I'm gonna act like I'm a rally driver. Okay, this is why this car's more fun. You're not even thinking. You just. Okay, this is why it's fun. I'm just tearing the country lane up right now. Oh, your brakes are so sharp. I'm loving this. There's gonna be a puddle in the seat when I'm done with it. Honestly, guys, he's converted me. I'm so sorry to every single person I've got on the channel that is an M guy or an M-like guy, but he's swayed me. The sensation of being able to push a car around a bend is something else.
It's different, man. Different. Not that you ain't got to worry about. You ain't got to think about certain things that I got to think about in your car.
100%.
You know what I mean? It's different. It's different.
But one thing, the 135 does the job what it does out of the box.
Yeah.
This car, you've had to do something.
Yeah. Can't out of the box now.
It's so much usable power. That's what it comes down to. It's usable power. So you're an ex-BMW man who's now trying to convert another current
Nah. Everybody do their own thing in it, but BMW are coming now with the xDrives though, innit?
That's very respectable. You didn't just do a stage one and left it. You've done things to make sure the car can handle it. You getting butterflies as a passenger?
A little bit.
Little bit. I swear I can't feel it. You know what?
Yeah.
We're gonna do something new on the channel. He's gonna drive with me in the passenger and he's gonna launch it. Oh my gosh. Passenger's a completely different feeling. My heart's in my mouth. He just lacks the noise. That's the only thing you lack, isn't it?
What? Yeah, it hasn't got that real V8.
Yeah, that V8 of straight six. Audibly, the car doesn't have a roar. But apart from that, it's got everything. I'm excited about an RS3 now because the RS3 is this with the noise, the 5-cylinder noise.
Yeah.
You are pushing the hell out of this car. Oh my god. You just do that every day, man. That's what makes the car so fun. I feel like Chest is a born-again Christian trying to convert me to his newfound faith. Him allowing me to push the S3 to its limit is a form of getting me to embrace 4-wheel drive above BMW's signature rear-wheel drive. I loved every second of the S3 in sport mode, especially around corners, as it's glued to the tarmac like horse poop stuck in your tyre grooves. It becomes a matter of how much power can I put down when driving the S3, rather than is this car going to kill me, which is what the M135i does. The BMW's full potential can only really be used in a straight line. It's twitchy around bends and my mind just races with potential ways it can all go pear-shaped, and that's the fun of it. There's just minimal margins for error and I thrive off the endorphins, but not everyone is built like that, and that's where the Audi shines. The Quattro inspires confidence to the point traction control is a hindrance, and it's become less of a life or death game, but rather a roller coaster where you're feeling adrenaline in a safe and controlled manner, but you're always wanting more. I don't know which I prefer. The S3 has been built to exactly how I would do it if I owned it, so there's no bias here. Both suit different moods, and I can't knock either, but they just don't deserve to be compared. I'm glad I don't even have to answer this puzzle, as an S3 that's spec'd and modified to a standard like Chest's costs way more than an M140i does, let alone my car. So I'll take the savings with the cheaper M135i and save up for an RS3 so I can have the 5-cylinder symphony as well as the S3's brilliant handling. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. Instead of our usual rev battle, let's watch the S3 do a launch.